There is a place in Egypt where time is not counted in hours, but in wind. Where silence carves shadows and the earth speaks only to those patient enough to listen. The White Desert, a land so blinding, so surreal, it feels like the moon. A place where light becomes silence and silence becomes memory. Here, even the wind seems reverent, whispering through formations that look sculpted by forgotten gods. And buried beneath this shimmering emptiness is a hidden world. Not lost, not forgotten, just quietly slipping from the edges of memory. Beneath these ghostly hills, the Farafra Bedouins once carved lives out of dust and stone. Caves dug by hand, walls cooled by silence, homes born not of conquest, but of endurance. Shelters where the sun could not follow and the soul could breathe, these were not homes of luxury. They were sanctuaries of humility, of devotion, of deep, wordless reverence for a land that offers no forgiveness, only lessons. They built beneath the earth not to hide, but to honor, to disappear just enough so they could truly belong. To find peace beneath the surface of a world too harsh to tame. Above ground, the desert swirls in white and gold, but below, in the stillness of rock, the old ways endured for generations until now. Now, those caves stand mostly empty. Hollowed not just by time, but by the gentle ache of forgetting. The new generation dreams of cities, of smooth roads and shimmering screens. Of futures that gleam brighter than sunburned stone, and who can blame them? But when they leave, they take more than footsteps. They take lullabies whispered in firelight. They take the knowledge of stars, the sacred pauses between stories, the silence, and what it used to mean. The desert has always erased, wind smooths the past, tracks vanish in hours. But what's being lost now cannot be rebuilt with hands alone. The Bedouins of Farafra knew things we've forgotten, how to read silence like scripture. How to gather stories from the breath of sand, How to live with the earth, not in spite of it. In the modern world, we build upward glass towers and digital clouds. But here, they built downward, into the coolness of stillness, into the wisdom of shadows, into the memory of stone, into the breath of the earth itself. What if there's wisdom in that? What if vanishing doesn't mean gone, but returned to the sand, to the stars, to the roots of being human? We did not come here to film a people, we came to sit in their silence. To listen with our bones, to feel the pulse beneath the rock. To bear witness to a vanishing that doesn't scream, but sighs softly, like wind over ancient stone. And in that stillness, something ancient speaks, something we may never hear again. Are we still able to hear it? These stories are not loud. They are not trending. They do not beg to be seen, but they matter. Because they remind us of the parts of humanity that don't need noise, only presence. Subscribe not just to watch, but to remember, to carry forward the fragile, the fading, the sacred. Because these whispers are not just theirs, they are echoes of us all. Some worlds vanish without a sound unless we choose to listen.